Oh, we on time today, baby. We are on time today. We're actually a smidge early. Work wasn't as hectic today. Weather was better. At least as the day went on. I mean, we was on ice capades this morning, man. It was just a sheet of ice. I'm like, yeah, I'm gonna get up early. Get to work on time. I open my door, and it's just nature's glazed frosting all over the steps, all over the walkway, all over the porch, all over my car. So naturally, it set me back a little bit. So I had to go back in the house, get the salt the steps, salt the driveway, salt the walkway, Because it's funny, because I just had finished watching some Instagram reels of people just busting their behind on ice. And that was almost me this morning, yo. But I made it out of it. As you can see, I'm traveling west. That's why I got these shades on. As soon as I hit 91 South, I could take it off, but I can't see anything. It's impossible to see right now driving west. So I got to throw these reader's shades that my lady got me. They are bifocals, so they got the little glasses at the bottom that help me see close, and they got the big lens at the top that can make me see far. Why they can't just make glasses that could just do both at the same time? Why I gotta have two different lenses? Like, I used to always wonder, like when you were a kid and you see the teachers and they always be kind of looking up like this but looking down at the same time, because they looking at the bifocal glass. You don't realize certain things until you actually reach that age. You don't really develop an understanding as to why individuals do certain things until you become that thing, or until you start to become that thing. I never understood why old folks love prune juice. Why was prune juice such a running joke for the old folks? Until you realize it has antioxidants, fiber, and it's good for your digestion. And when your digestive faculties start to become not as optimal, you find yourself sipping some prune juice on a regular basis. Speaking of which, I think I'm going to stop. I have to get some more tuna. I'm trying to eat tuna like on a regular basis. I've come to the conclusion that I'm never going to lose my stomach by working out. That's just not going to happen. I'm not that consistent. But the one thing I do consistent every single day is eat. And I have a very physically demanding job. So I just got to switch it up a little bit, the things that I consume. I like tuna. I think tuna is great. I'm the type of person, if I like something, I can pretty much just have the same thing every single day. And I'm fine with that. If I like something, I'll keep doing it over and over. Like when I like an album, I listen to the album over and over again. I love the movie Swingers and Clerks. I used to watch that same movie every single day. Like I've probably seen that movie like 100 times each. When it comes to women, you know where I'm going with that. That's the only exception to the rule, with the exception of now, because I am extremely faithful to my lady. Why did I have to whisper when I said I'm faithful to her? I'm very faithful. Like, if you're an F up, if you screw up most of your life and you're not faithful to almost anything, if you never stick to any commitment in life, the one commitment, just pick one thing to stick to and just be committed to that. And I think in the grand scheme of things, if there's a judgment day and God looks at you and they say, like, what is the one thing that you was faithful to? It could be faithful, like, no longer drinking. It could be faithful to never cursing again. It could be faithful to working out every day, whatever. My cross to bear is just being faithful to my lady. I'm going to be evil with everything else. I'm going to shoot people. I'm going to take lives. I'm going to steal. I'm going to do all that stuff. But one thing I can say to God is, hey, I I didn't cheat on my girl. You gotta give your boy credit for that. You gotta give me credit for that, man. What a difference a day makes. It's so sunny outside. Somebody's tailgating me once again. I think that's what my life is. I try to have just a relaxed, chill moment, just driving home, just, yeah, you know, I'm about to chill, listen to this jazz music, shoot the breeze with the people, you know, come up with some ideas, whatever. You know, I'm chilling, and there's always somebody that's in a rush to go nowhere behind me. That's a microcosm of my life, man. I'm just chilling. Oh, hit a big ass pothole. I'm just chilling, trying to coast, and that's a big pothole. Shit. Almost felt like my tire popped. That's how big it was. That's the Lord telling me, pay attention to the road, boy. But I'm not seeing any tire pressure. I think I got bad shocks. Every time I hit a bad bump, I could just feel that shit throughout the whole damn car, man. Gotta be a way to make my car have a less bumpy ride, man. I hit any type of major bump, and it's like, BOOM! We're gonna fix that soon. It's terrible. I think that's the life. That's my life. You know, I'm just trying to chill, just be relaxed and go with the flow. There's always some goofy mother behind me that's in a rush, trying to infringe on my experience for some strange reason. Like, where are you in a rush? And it's crazy because, like, they in such a rush, and they be behind you tailgating and acting all crazy, only to get in front of you to just go into more traffic. Why not just be chill, throw on this jazz music, throw on the podcast, throw on the tap and open mic, and just listen to me rant? Now they just want to be in a rush to get home, do drugs, do alcohol, do something. Chill out, man. Relax. Hey, what's going on? Hey, man, the news is pretty much the same, man. You know, fighting in the Middle East. The Iranians are not giving up. They're saying they opened up the gates of hell, and they're sending missiles, bombing people, blowing up people. This is the odd thing that I have about war. War, two different groups, two different factions, they disagree with each other. So they settle it, whether it's over territory, land, resources, they settle it by taking each other's lives, and whoever takes the most lives and intimidates the other side the most, that's the side that wins. That's how they settle disputes. But isn't it ironic that, especially in America, when we have our children, we teach our kids to try to settle our differences with our words. You mustn't hit, settle it with words. You don't want to be a sad. We're not animals. We settle things with words because we are civilized people. That go out the window with war. Settle with words, unless they Muslim. That's basically what they say. Settle with words, unless they're not American. You know what I'm saying? Settle with words, unless they aren't your race. War. I think Joe Rogan mentioned it. That's the oddest thing. Like, in order to settle disagreements between different groups, the planet is big enough where we can all just pretty much have our own spaces and factions and never really have to get involved with anybody else. But now we don't do that, though. We do not do that. And we use oil as an excuse to infringe. Well, we need oil. We need oil in order to fuel this, to power our vehicles and heat our homes and energize our factories. Well, if I'm not mistaken, there are other forms of energy: solar energy, wind energy, water, electromagnetism, it's all that, but we keep leaning on oil because I'm guessing that gives us the excuse to be in these other places. You know what I'm saying? It's like a dude that he break up with his girl, like him and his girl, they no longer together, but he still got stuff at her house as an excuse to go there, to be around. We need like an excuse or a justification to be in these other lands. Oh, we're trying to protect them. They're uncivilized and we want to make it safe for them. Nah, yo. We just want to dominate. This ain't even funny. These are just observations. I've always been with the mindset, like one of the reasons why I voted the way I voted is because they leaned on like independent energy. The idea was that we have enough oil in Alaska and Texas and different places where we don't even have to lean on other countries or be in other countries to use their fossil fuel resources because we have enough. So I'm all for that. Like anything that could put our country in a position where we are just self-sustained and self-contained, doing our own thing with our own resources, I'm all for that. But for some reason, we always make an excuse to go to these other places and do things. Not for that, man. Now, on paper, if it protects us, if us being there deters other places that hate us to like develop weapons that can wipe out this entire country, I'm all for that. I just thought about something. If we wasn't meddling with other people's affairs and just to ourselves doing our own thing, the other places wouldn't have a reason to hate us and want us destroyed. At least that's what I think. But America's a melting pot. America's not something that just started here. America was a place that was conquered and settled, and different immigrants. Basically, we are a land of immigrants that created our own thing. So we always gonna have ties and sensibilities to other countries because, let's face it, America is comprised as an amalgamation of a bunch of other countries. Now, I'm not being funny at all, but I will be when I feel like it. And now we are going south. So I'm almost at the point. Let me put this side visor up because that sun is getting my eyeballs, man. Man, sun, you gotta love the sun, but it can be annoying. But one thing, man, I see like Facebook friends, they be so just angry every day. I hate this politician. Hate. Like every day they just wake up. I hate it. 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 When does saying I hate it actually make something go away? I'm just trying to like I wish. If I would have said like when I was struggling with women, me saying I hate these hoes didn't make the hoes like me. No, I hate these hoes, and that's how I got the most beautiful women of all time. No. Nah, you got to change your paradigm. You got to change your mindset. If you're not trying to be in Capitol Hill and actually doing something, doom scrolling every single day and just basically feeding your anger, that's just giving you a slow death. But for some people, hating things makes them feel good. So, I mean, hey, man, if it make you feel good, I love it. You like it, I love it. That ain't me, man. I'm not on the net constantly complaining about stuff every day. Used to be. But we all got to change, man. You got to want something different in life, man. If you want something different in life, you got to do something different. And just complaining and saying how much you hate stuff. Most people hate the things that they hate online is because they constantly consume it, constantly watch it. YouTubers that I think suck or very pessimistic, or they or news outlets that kind of make me feel down and scared, I just don't watch it. Turn the channel, man. Turn it off. What's so hard about turning it off, man? It's funny, like, people are more mad that people voted for Donald Trump, right? They're mad at people that voted for him. Why not be mad that your candidate just wasn't that good, just sucked? When my 49ers lose continually to the Dallas Cowboys in the 90s, Sure, I could be mad at the Dallas Cowboys. I could be mad at their fans. But ultimately, I got a sorry-ass coach. After a while, you got to start looking at who you put in position. Not the opposition always going to be the opposition. It's up for you to raise the right person to be the champion, to vanquish the individual, and I don't mean literally, I mean from a political standpoint, to vanquish the individual that you disdain. Y'all focus more on the hatred of the individual than the champion that you should be building up. Okay, you hate Trump, you hate. Hate. So who do you think is a good idea that can vanquish him politically or vanquish whoever his successor is? We never hear that. All you hear is hate. Even when he wasn't in office for the past 4 years, they still was talking about him. Hate. Yo, I ain't seen as much hate politically in so long. It's crazy. I'm about to be 47, like 2 weeks. I remember Ronald Reagan, even though I think he was loved in the 80s. I was too young to understand that. And because, I grew up with a Democratic family, in 1988, we wanted Michael Dukakis. Wanted Dukakis so bad, but George Bush Sr. won, And then 1992, I think, I forget who was running against Bill Clinton. It was Bill Clinton, I think. Did Bill Clinton beat George Bush Sr.? I think he did. So we had George Clinton. That's funny as hell. I mixed George Bush with Bill Clinton. Then we got George Clinton. Bow wow wow yippee yo yippee yay bow wow yippee atomic dog. But no. So we got Bill Clinton. I remember Bill Clinton in 92, and he played jazz. You know what I'm saying? He had that real smooth voice. He was getting ahead in the office. We consider him the first black president. My family was Democrat, so we all love Bill Clinton, not knowing that he was doing all kinds of things like developing a crime bill that disproportionately affected the black community like crazy. The 3 Strikes Law came under him, and Joe Biden helped writing that. I ain't know that. I was freaking 13 years old, from 13 to 21. That's all I knew was Bill Clinton, man. Then in 2000, I wanted Al Gore to win so bad, but then George W. Bush won. Then 9/11 happens shortly after he gets in office. Then he becomes well beloved after that. And then after that, Barack Obama in 2008. And I voted for Barack the first time. And I remember I was working with this chick at this restaurant. And she was like, oh my God, are you going to vote for Barack Obama? And he's a terrorist. And I'm like, this dumbass. I kind of believe her now. You know what I'm saying? 18 years later, I see it a little different now. And then the white folks, they hated the fact that Barack Obama was in office. They hated it so much that that's what produced Donald Trump, his first term. And then somehow COVID pretty much made him lose the race, I think, for 2020. And then Biden got in and slid in and pretty much did nothing for the past 4 years to make this country extremely censored. Man, you know how many times my Facebook and YouTube and all was getting censored and blocked just because I didn't share certain ideologies about COVID, man. I'm still traumatized. They even admitted it, I think last year sometime, late in the fall of 2025, Google and Facebook, they admitted that they were leaned on by politicians to with the fact checks and all that to make it lean a certain way, man. Who knows how much money I could have made online, or how much my voice was suppressed because I had certain leanings and sensibilities, man. My Facebook is blocked right now for making money because I used the word cocaine in January. I just used the word cocaine, not on my page, as a comment in the group. And because I used the word cocaine, I'm not allowed to make money on Facebook. This is some BS. I blame everything on the Democrats. I ain't even giving y'all no jokes yet, man. I'm just freestyling off the top of the dome. I'm trying to today. I'm trying not to do anything that I've done within the last 12 episodes, 11 episodes rather. I want to keep it. I want to just keep it fresh, keep it loose, keep it organic, man. So yeah, I don't even know where I was going with this. Traffic is picking up. It's actually very, 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 very bright. Y'all can see it's bright. It's nice outside. It's getting darker later. You dig? Got a bunch of shows coming up. Comedy Rent Due.eventbrite.com starring JT Moore, featuring Stacey Kendrow. That's going to be March 28th at the Elbow Room in West Hartford, Connecticut. Yes, I memorized my credit. Then the next show I have after that is going to be on it that I'm producing. It's April 18th. That's going to be at the Elbow Room as well. I just got to put together all the flyers and the details and the Eventbrite for that. That's going to be starring Gary Alexis. That show is going to be called the April Foolishness Comedy Show. Then right after that, on the 23rd, I'm going to be at the Funny Bone. I'm going to be one of the features for Gerald Kelly. This will be his 30th year doing stand-up comedy, and his son Hunter will be on the show as well as Philip Anthony, I think, Chico Dusty, and Melissa Misconduct. I don't know how I memorize all that. They're going to be on that show on the 23rd. That's all I got that I can remember off the top of my head coming up immediately. How come I look like a dirty Muslim with this hoodie and these glasses and this skull cap, man? Answer me that. Everything is seeming corny on TV, man. All the celebrities, they seem to just all agree and lean one way. As soon as you're a celebrity that doesn't follow the status quo, you're ostracized. They think Jim Carrey is a clone. They think Gucci Mane is a clone. They think Jamie Foxx is a clone. If the government has the technology to actually clone human beings, why are they doing it with no-name celebrities? Yes, they have names. I'm saying in the grand scheme of things, nobody knows who the hell Jim Carrey is. Gucci Mane does nothing for the benefit of this planet. And Jamie Foxx, though very talented, he's not a major influence, man. If you don't clone somebody, forget Jim Carrey, clone Jim Crow. You mean to tell me they got the technology to dig up his bones and clone Genghis Khan? Nah, they'd rather clone Gucci Mane. You know, clone Kevin Hart? I can't. I'm thinking of a funny name, alliteration that can go with Kevin, of a famous person whose name begins with a K. It escapes me. But originally, I had Genghis Khan, Jim Crow for Jim Carrey, Genghis Khan for Gucci Mane, and it was a third one. There was a third one that I forget. I'm not in a rush. I'm gonna let it come to me with this jazz music. Oh, I said they could have cloned Dr. King. Instead, they cloned King Harris. Come on, man. You're wasting your technology, man. That's like having a Lamborghini, but you chose to like drive it slowly through the school zone. That's like having a Ferrari, but you want to trudge along slowly in the parking lot. wasting horsepower, wasting technology. I'm trying to think. I want to do like an older bit that I haven't done in a long time, just to make sure I still got the chops of it. And I just realized that. I thought about it. Since we got a lot of war that's going on in Iran and a lot of terrorism, both foreign and domestic. Now, aren't terrorists weirdos, man? Terrorists are some strange individuals. You got to be a peculiar mofo to blow up a bunch of innocent strangers based on a religious belief that you can't prove, and your hope is to get booty in the afterlife. Ain't that weird, man? If you getting real women, you ain't worrying about dead women. All I'm saying is, if there was an orgy before 9/11, both of those towers would still be standing. You ever notice whenever you see the yearbook picture of a terrorist, they always have a look on their face like they just got caught masturbating in a public library? That face was a cry for help. They just needed a little bit of loving, man. I learned this word incel. That means involuntarily celibate. That means they're too strange to hook up with women. And so they get all this built up testosterone and they blow people up because nobody wants to blow up their balls. But I have a solution. I have a way we can rectify this situation. Ladies need to start having random sex with weird looking strangers. It may save a couple of lives. Now I know every time I say that, I lose the ladies in the room. I can hear the coochies collectively close like. I could never sleep with a stranger. That is beneath me. That's some bull. Some of you women have had sex with strangers during your college years when you wasn't legal to get free beer. You can't have sex with a stranger that's weird looking and a potential terrorist to stop potential acts of terrorism. Y'all some selfish chicks. If I had a coochie, I would be a hero. They would call me Mo Heroin. I would be saving the earth 1D at a time. Like, look at you. You weird, hairy, terrorist-looking mother. Take me to the bathroom. Hit it from the back. You ain't blowing up nothing because I'm blowing up your balls. I'm blowing up this terrorist balls, and I know that sounds kind of gay, but if I gotta be a fag in order to save some American citizens, because you get different war medals when you're a war hero. Purple Heart, Silver Star. Ladies, if you see a weirdo tonight and have random sex with him and stop an act of terrorism, you know how you like jewelry. You get the crimson cunt, platinum pussy lips on an Olympic ribbon. They're always talking about 72 virgins. They're always talking about 72 virgins. That's a lot of virgins, man. First of all, where did they get this number from? And I never slept with a virgin, but I can imagine that shit is extremely annoying. It's like, ouch, it's my first time. Slow down. Ouch, it's my first time. Slow down. You got to deal with this ish for eternity. 3 women an hour for 24 hours for all time. Fuck 72 virgins. Just give me like 5 hoes. 5 hoes and some honey pack, and I'm good. That would do the trick. And they shoot up all kinds of shit. They blow up all kinds of shit. They shot up a country club, country concert. They shot up a techno club. They even blew up an Ariana Grande concert. It made me realize one thing. You can actually lose your life if you're a fan of shitty music. Step up your taste and your tunes. I can't see him blowing up the Doobie Brothers. Those motherfuckers is legends. He came from somewhere back in the long ago. oh God, the music is good. I was going to blow the place up, but I'd rather dance with my machine gun. Sentimental food, cause he's tried. I wonder my terrorists sound like Dracula. He went from Yemen to Transylvania. Now, right after 9/11, they had this saying, if you see something, say something. What if Donald Trump came up with a crazy law, right? If you see something, fuck something. Meaning, if somebody's in the corner and they're looking weird, like they got the potential to do something crazy, like blow people up, it is your civic duty to take that individual to a private area and make it do what it do. This is how Trump would come up with that law. Listen, I know there's a lot of terrorism. I know there's a lot of weird individuals throughout the United States, but I have a wonderful idea. The greatest idea of all time. If you see an individual in the back of the room that obviously gets 0 buns, take him to the bathroom, have dirty North Korean sex with him. You will lower terrorism by 37%. This isn't fake news. Let him grab her pussy. Grab him by the balls. Bump, bump, a dum. Bump, a dum, bump, 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 bump. What if Joe Biden was on board? Hey, if you see a guy in the corner that doesn't, looks like he can't get any pussy, come on, take him to the bathroom and have take him to the bathroom and have dirty Chinese sex with him. Let him sniff your hair the way I sniff people's hair. And then you will lower terrorism by 37%. Bump, bump, a dum. Bump, a dum, a dum, a bump, bump. We're going to use my auto pen to sign that bill. What if y'all favorite was on board? Barack Obama. I know. There's a lot of weirdos and strange individuals throughout the United States, but I have a proposal. I have a way we can rectify the situation. You see, young lady, what you want to do is drop your trousers. Take that individual to the bathroom. Put hot honey on your butt cheeks. Have dirty Iranian sex with him. And you will lower terrorism by 37%. Bump up a dump. Bump a dump a dump a bump up. Hey, I'm going to pause this right now. No, I'm going to let this run. I got to put some gas in my car. My junk is at 55 miles, so give me 1 second. Let these tunes keep playing, man. Yo, letting this gas fill up right now. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, that's my terrorist bit, man. That terrorist bit, I've been doing it so long that when I first started doing that joke, I think, was Trump in the office? Yeah, Trump was in office. And then I did George W. Bush. And I think, no, I used to do Trump first, then I would do Barack Obama, then I would do George W. last. But then when Joe Biden became president, I started doing Joe Biden first, then Trump second, then George W., then Barack last. And now that Trump's back in office, I do Trump first, I do Biden second, and I do Obama last. Obama, that's like one of my best impersonations. So I like him closing out that particular joke. You know what I'm saying? And I enjoy doing the joke because it's like the whole thing is like 7, 8, 9 minutes. Yeah, the bit overall, it can get up to almost like 10 minutes. So it's like, I do long form sets now. Usually I get booked to do a lot of time. So if you got 45 minutes to an hour and you got one bit that's like you could push to 10, 15 minutes or one idea, you know what I mean? You just cut your time, you know, you cut your set. That's a 30-year set. That's in the can, you know? 1 second. Yeah, that's one set, you know. What makes it a good strategy when you have longer form sets is to have, for me anyway, is to have bits that you could really elaborate on and squeeze out as much as possible that you can from it. That's what, like Ralphie May is who was, rest in peace, was a master at that. He'd take one joke and he'd just get mad punchline. I'm still working on that. You know, I'm nowhere near on Ralphie May's level, but it's definitely something to aspire to when you're putting together your jokes. Like, watch him, how he do it. Like, Ralphie was a genius at that. God, me. Like, I knew he was good, but as I become a better comedian and I'm just watching different acts and different comics and seeing different styles that I like. And, you know, I was going down the Ralphie May rabbit hole. Like, that dude's a problem, man. Oh, Ralphie May was, man. Yo, you could eat, like, you could put, to me, Ralphie May, you know, if he would have lived a little bit longer, man, if he would have been around, he damn near GOAT status, man. He's up there, man. He put a lot of these comics to shame now. Oh my God. Just punchline. And, you know, I'm not for white comedians that use the N-word, but like the way Holmes did that, man, Holmes, he was a killer. Whoa, Ralphie May. My God. I'm about to watch a lot more of his stuff, man. You just want to laugh and have a good time. Watch Ralphie May. It's not even about his weight. After a while, like, you know, a comedian is a dope comedian, or just like a writer or performer in general, where you become so enthralled with their performance that you forget how they look. You don't even notice how they look. You don't notice their height, their weight, their gender. You don't notice anything. All you see are the images that they're creating with what they're saying. That's next level, man. Ralphie was definitely that, man. Oh man, punchlines, rapid fire. He could be dirty, political. Like, Ralphie was a problem, man. Definitely. But listen, I'm not gonna talk to y'all too much. I done gave y'all damn about 50 minutes of me ranting, because I'm about to go to the store and get some of the things that I like. I don't buy processed cookies anymore. I gotta get soft baked cookies. If it costs a little more money, whatever. My body isn't suffering as much because I'm not eating as much processed stuff that I used to. So I gotta give me some soft baked cookies and some tuna fish. They said try to make tuna fish with an avocado as opposed to mayonnaise. I'm gonna try that. Maybe I'll throw a little oil in there. I'm going to try this. And if this is delicious, your boy gonna be losing weight. Yo, I'll holla at y'all. Peace.